HOD Civil Engineering, SVERI College of Engineering, Pandharpur. I request Dr. Pawar to start his presentation.
Good afternoon. So maybe I am the odd man out here. I represent one of the engineering and pharmacy institute located in a place called as Pandharpur. It's a holy place in Maharashtra. I request them to place slides. By that time I will keep telling stories. And it's a taluka place, and around 5-6 kilometers there is a place called Gopalpur. It's a village where our Pandharpur Wari festival gets close. And then maybe like to tell you this, Dr. Rongi, who is alumni of IIT Bombay, after completing M.Tech from IIT Bombay, he decided to come back to his village, and that's how the first reverse migration started. And in 1998, he established this institute with intake of 160 and with 8 faculty, 2 members, and now we have around 5,000 students in such a small place in a campus of 27 acres. That's how the kind of I want to present it as a case of reverse migration. And then after completing my M.Tech from IIT Guwahati and PhD from IISc Bangalore, that too in aerospace engineering, and working with American company Eaton, and after doing postdoc from South Korea, I also decided to come back in 2008 to this small place, Pandharpur. And you can see Lord Vitthala's photo here. We start every activity with his photo and his name. And then up to maybe 2011-12, we were like kind of catering to Western interests. And then we got introduced with, from morning you have been seeing the photograph of Dr. Anil Kakodkar sir, and we signed MOU with BRC Mumbai, and that's how he brought us to notice can we do something called as regional relevant research, and that's how we started working on the regional relevant research. You can search. I have a detailed publication with Kakodkar sir ji, putting all these stories there, and also a lot of background data how we established. Next slide, please. And before I go to that, I thought let's put recent GIST collaboration related photographs. Anand Rao ji gave talk to our institute students. 300 to 350 students participated in EI. So we had shown it to electronics and computer students. He took 3 sessions for that. Next slide, please. And then Dr. Prahlada from National University of Singapore. He has been giving from almost last 10 weeks sessions on new product development to our faculty member. And sir, let me tell you, we have formed a team of 40 faculty members who have formed a kind of club, and even though his talks are not there, we are meeting together and kind of creating culture of product development. That's a contribution of this. Next. And as I was telling the story, when we came in contact with Kakodkar Sahab, we signed MOU with BRC Mumbai for bringing the spin-off technology of BRC to these rural masses, which includes like soil testing, water, and a lot of useful and relevant technology. And why I am presenting this is, we have still this rural human and resource development facility, we call it as RHRDF, and in 2012-13, we started experiment, and up to 17 we worked, and we didn't stop here, we continued working. Next slide, please. And these are the various technologies we established, and you can see the RHRD building. I proudly say that it was a dumping yard of our institute. Then we constructed a biogas plant, and I acquired that 3-acre land where we have created this RHRDF center. Next slide. And these are the some of the post-project experiment we did even after completion of project. Like we introduced, there is someone called as a Parmeshwar Mali. Some of the entrepreneurs came out and they started working on field taking technologies. So most of the times once funds get over, the project gets stopped. Next slide. And this is another interesting stuff I wanted to present you here is most of the times academicians work by looking at the papers published in like Western countries, and their interests are like that. But I wanted to create example, can we work on the problems relevant to our region? And that's how you can see one of the CFD problem we use for solving the problem of scum formation in biogas plant. Then you can see a 3-story vertical wind turbine, my another PhD student work. Then you can see we created whatever your PCM technology, photochemical machining technology we have developed for artisans. And then you can see one more machine we developed. There are 5,000 lakh bangle workers working in Pandharpur, and they were kind of getting hazardous fumes when they were making dough. We made this machine to avoid that kind of hazardous fumes and such technologies. That's how, and it's not just working kind of jugaad technologies, but you can see very good impact factor publications we could produce. Next slide. We could also produce some of the patent. Next slide, please. Patents out of that, you can see the chain testing. We have like a sugar belt, and we wanted to work on the sugar cane. Around 60% components are chains, roller chains, and we developed sugarcane chain testing machine. And for this, in last 2-3 months back, our final patent got granted for that machine. And such, like you can see the bio-inspired biogas plant patent we have found, like whatever our digestive system is there. We wanted to have a rapid installation of biogas plants. So we can use these local materials, and within 1 hour we can install the biogas plant. Such kind of culture we have created in our institute. Next slide, please. And these are the examples which I was telling, the relevant publications we publish. Like you can see the biogas plant which we modified, we tested in BRC using radiation. So I'm not expert in that, but radio tracer techniques. We used radio tracer technique, and whatever we had developed model, we were testing with color dyes. We tested it scientifically. Next slide. And further, not to restrict this whatever activities we are doing at Pandharpur, we decided to continue to make it as a international conference. And since 2016, we have been running this Techno Society. If you search, it's the most cited proceedings of this conferences are there. Like we got the email from Springer saying it's a top 25 cited books are there from this Techno Society 2016, and that's how we have been doing this conference alternate year. Next slide, please. And this is what I was telling, the story of Parmeshwar Mari. He has established company based on the school project we had done, and you can see the proudly he's basically, though he has done BTech computer and MTech computer, maybe he's the person who is not working with computer and doing the other activities. Next slide. And one more recently story we have developed. This is one ESG group woman. She started working with us, and we have developed a product, Tulsi tea, Tulsi Chawanprash, Tulsi Candy. Because another story attached to this is like Pandharpur, Lord Vithalani, Tulsi Mala, and already Tulsi growing farmers are there. This is like, I'm giving the example how regional relevant problem can be identified. So we don't have to do anything to orient farmers to cultivate Tulsi, but how the value addition can be done. That's the one example. That's why I kept this slide. Next slide. Then we didn't restrict this project at Pandharpur. NPCIL, National Power Corporation India, that NPCIL Tarapur has given us CSR project, and our 17 people are working at Tarapur near Mumbai. Those who are from Mumbai can visit. It's very interesting. We have reached to around 20 to 25 villages where we are replicating similar experiment, and lot of interest have been shown by the locals of that region who are got affected with this nuclear power plan. Next. As a result of that, recently we got another project as an extension of that is from Niti Aayog, Atal Community Innovation Center. And why I'm presenting this is we have formed a formal Section 8 company through which we will be running this center. I urge a lot of experts from India and abroad, if they have relevant technology and if they have like some interest in Lord Vithala and visit, so you can help us in providing technology and helping some of the kind of and developing like converting whatever your know-how into this kind of entrepreneurs. That's how I'm putting this slide. Maybe last slide. Another during the conference, Padma Shri Kota Harinarayana, who is kind of who has developed our indigenous aircraft Tejas, he advised me, you are staying in village Prashant, you have background of aerospace engineering, why are you not working on drones? And that's how I started working with IIT Bombay and DZTI Mumbai, and I'm kind of core stakeholder of this technology, and that's how we submitted proposal to Government of Maharashtra, and I proudly say that we got 33 crore rupees from Government of Maharashtra. Why to tell this number is to say most of the times people are worried after taking degrees from IITs and IICs how they should shift to villages, but I just wanted to tell this story. Next slide. Maybe we can skip. This is the kind of content of that project. Thank you, Yaloji Rao. He is strengthening us through just lot of like I wanted. What are the good things from abroad? Can we bring it to our place called as a Gopalpur and enrich with the content? And I'm really like two speaker I got, Rao sir and then Prahlad ji. They are very dedicated member, and those who are coming from academia, they should take benefit of such collaborations, and I'm the kind of great beneficiary of this. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Prashant. Actually, I passed through Gopalpur each time when I see your institute there. He has really explained and elaborated us the rural human research development and how we can convert and utilize even the IoT funds. So thank you again.
Thank you, Prashant, for sharing your personal story about how you transformed from an aeronautical engineer to entrepreneur and how you were able to successfully get grants as well. So our next speaker is Dr.